I want to start this video by saying my mom accidentally got me a Trenta-sized coffee today. So, if I'm energetic or just a little too weird today, I'm sorry. Hello, welcome back, welcome to my channel. My name is Tori, and today I have another update for the Throwback 30 Project Pan. This is a Pantastic Ladies collab. It started on the 28th of July 2020 and will end the 28th of July 2021. I think next month's the half-year mark, maybe? Is it this month? I think it's next month. So I definitely have to pick up my pace a little bit on this project, but we do have 2 items where their goals were hit. So let's talk about them. For say good day to project panning, I picked the Cuddly Koala, something with cute packaging. So I picked this Urban Decay Bullet Lipstick in Devilish. So my goal with Devilish was to use it 22 times. Since the last update, I used it 14. So it has no more uses left to go. This goal was completed on the 3rd of January. I am very happy that this one is rolling out. I'm happy it looks used. I am gonna miss it a little bit. I really enjoyed it, but I'm happy that I've got some use out of this. Next is another one that's a little also bittersweet. For the, it was either significant other picks or your pet picks. I let my pet pick a highlighter, and Rosebud picked the Mega highlighter and Big Tough Girl from Disney and ColourPop. So this is what it looks like. It also had a usage goal of 22 uses. Since the last update, I used it 9 times. I only had to use it 8, but I reached for it once more. Probably because maybe my numbers were wrong on my board. But either way, I love this. Loved using it. This was finished on the 5th of January. Happy to have another highlighter rolling out since new year, new items, and I have a lot of highlighters rolling in. So I'm happy that I got one out. Do want to say, as always, this month was not the best makeup wearing for me. There was probably a week and a half in total that I really didn't wear makeup. And if I did, it was specific items just to hit number goals. Just because I've had a lot of workers in the house. They're all gone now, thank God. We got a pretty bathroom now. It's gorgeous. But, I wasn't going to cake my face to then just be sitting with a mask on. I'll cake my face just to sit in my room, but, when you have an additional mask on, I wasn't motivated to wear makeup. So, let's see what progress I did make, what got used, what didn't get used, and talk all about it. So, from the beginning, we got Panda's Old as Time. So I picked one of my oldest eyeshadows. This is the shade I call Tart 1. Since the last update, I only used this once. I've noticed I've been wearing a lot of pinks and a lot of blues, and not that many neutrals. And if I do wear neutrals, they're pinky toned. So I do need to step up my game a little bit. I do want to hit side pan soon. Actually, I might put this in my eyebrows. I think that's what I'm going to do with this shade. We're going to make this an eyebrow shade because I'm currently not really wearing eyebrow powder. So we're going to convert that into a brow powder shade and see if we have progress next month. See what happens. Next, for Around the World, I picked something made in the USA. So the Balm Meet Matrimony palette. I picked the shade, oh, I dropped it. I picked the shade Matte Lynn. So my goal with Matte Lynn is to use it up. Since the last update, I used it 16 times. I do not think the pan expanded. It might have. I don't have the photo in front of me to tell, but I'm definitely working on wearing it down. Now, this is not the only cream shade I am working on at the moment. This is the one I am gravitating towards the most, so this one will have more progress. But I am rotating through cream shades right now, because I realized I added too many into projects this year. So, fun. Next, for Bite My Shiny Metal Pan. Yeah, I thought I got the words tongue-tied. This is Medusa's Makeup Whatever. My goal with this is to hit pan. I am working on this corner over here. There was a more noticeable divot, but it's rocking. Since the last update, I did use it 6 times. Hopefully I can pick the uses back up and we could possibly have a pan by the next update. I really want this one rolled out. Like, I need something else rolled out of this project soon, and I think this might be the contender. You know what, we'll talk about it now. Because once I hit pan on this, I can pull in the product for it. Lucy, you have some panning to do. I picked the Wet n Wild Not Your Basic Witch highlighter because I also want to hit pan in this, and I use this as eyeshadow. So I really want to get move on this one soon, so I have time to focus on this one. Next. So this one's going to look a little different. There's actually two things in this project that are going to look a little different. So for Blast into Project Panning, I picked Saturn, so a pale gold eyeshadow. This is ABH 10K. Since the last update, I technically didn't use it. Technically. Here's why we got a technicality now. So I made a Franken shadow. So this is the Franken shadow. It has 10K mixed in with another shade from a different project. Every time I use this, it is going to count for ABH 10K. So I did use this twice. So technically this has two uses now. A little confusing, I know, but I really want to make progress on this. My goal is to finish it. I don't think that's going to happen, but I want to get close, at least. You know what I mean? So this Franken will count. Let's talk about some other stuff before we get to talk about the other Franken for this project. Hee. For Chinese Zodiac Sign Project Pan, I picked the Rabbit because I am the Rabbit. This is a Cashmere Bunny from the Too Faced Natural Mattes palette. My goal is to hit pan. Since the last update, I haven't used it. Not wearing browns. But I am going to hit pan where I stabbed it with a safety pin. So, we got something starting. But it's not there yet. Not there yet. Next, for Drop 10 before summer, I picked the liquid lipstick in Leo. This is on my chopping block to go out next. I was trying to get it out before this update. I am filming this update 4 days early, I think. But this is definitely going to be out next. I've already decided that I want this out as soon as possible. Since the last month, I did use it 4 times. My estimate will be that it needs under 10 uses. It's starting to get cakey and nasty, and that's typically when these are classified as dunzo for me. So I just gotta, probably when I stop filming today, I'm gonna put some of this on. But I gotta, you know, pick up my uses because this better be done by the next update. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. I want it out of here. Out of here. Bada bing, bada boom, in the trash. I did say I had too much coffee. Next, for the Fellowship of Pan, I picked the Regis Cosmetics Wubba Lubba Dub Dub. So I don't have my numbers out for this. How many times have I used this? Twice. My goal is to finish it. I should have wore it today, but I forgot. I have been in a blue mood, so I've been trying to pull this in here and there. It's still gonna take a while. It doesn't need that many uses, but I'm just not gravitating towards it. It would have looked cute in my inner corner today, but I wore something else in my inner corner. Missed opportunities with this one. That's what it is at the moment. Next, for Food for Thought, we have another Franken for this one. So for the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, the shade Cashew Chew, it looks different, right? So I did make a Franken with this in it. Cashew Chew itself was used 3 times, which is lovely. And then I made a pink Franken. So the Franken has also been used 3 times, so Cashew Chew has been used 6 times. The reasons for my Frankens is because stuff like this and stuff like ABH 10K, where I know I'm having a hard time using them, I wanted to pair them with stuff from other projects that I'm having a hard time using. And I've noticed I gravitate towards the Frankens I made a lot. And as you could see, I didn't completely press the Frankens, like they're not fully covered, and the goal is to hopefully rotate them, like go through them in a month, probably 2 months, but like go through them quickly, so one, I feel like I'm making more progress, and we start seeing the eyeshadows like this that are densely pressed getting more use. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I can do it, but you know, we'll see. Next, for the game of panners, we have my, as always, disgusting looking Lorac Mega Pro 4. So my goal with this is to use it 50 times. Since the last update, I've used it 5. And now I have to pick my usage up. It has 26 more uses left to go. As always, I'm working on Plum in a different project, so the 5 uses have been from Plum. I just gotta work on it. I really do. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. I need some ideas. I would say, make it a Franken, make some of it a Franken, but then I would be having too many Frankens and that's too much right now. So I don't know. I'll have to, besides obviously work on Plum, maybe Plum needs the 26 uses and everything will be dandy, but what if it doesn't, you know? So, gotta think about that one a little bit. Next, go for the goal from the ABH Aurora Glow Kit, I have the highlighter in Spectra. So, my goal at Spectra is to hit pan on Spectra, and since the last update, I only used it once. I've been wearing a lot of pinky toned highlighters, even though you really can't see my highlight today. I didn't go too crazy with it today. So I haven't been reaching for this, and then same thing, sometimes I'll use this color on my eyes, but with wearing blue and pink all the time, I don't think to reach for this palette. I do want to hit pan on it soon. By next month would be ideal, but you know, we'll see what I'm reaching for. That one's like a hopeful one, but not a must, if that makes sense. Next, let's give her a bagged milk, a weird product in packaging. This is my raspberry lip balm, well, shimmer lip balm. Since the last update, I used it 5 times. Not the best, not the worst. I do want to hit, I think I said this last month, I do want to hit pan on it. It is close, you can see especially like right there. That's a nice dip. So we'll try and we'll see what happens. Next, for lip service, I have Urban Decay's lipstick in 1993. As always, this would be ideal to be used up by the end of the project, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Since the last update, it was only used once. This is just sadly not a focus lip product for me, so it's not getting that much attention right now. Next, for Nightmare Before Christmas. So for the Nightmare Before Christmas, I picked the shade Charmed from the Androgyny palette. Since the last update, I used it twice. Not the worst, not the best. This thing crumbles on me. It makes sense I'm not reaching for it that much. I do bet it will be finished by the end of the project though. I'm no doubt in my mind about that. Next, another item that is close to being done. This is going by quick, and when I use it up, I'm actually probably gonna miss it. For Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon, I picked Sailor Moon, and I picked the Urban Decay eye pencil in Space Dust. So, it's tiny, and that makes me very excited that it's gonna be used up soon. I've used it 11 times since the last update. I use this as kind of like an eye primer. I'm wearing it today. My shimmers are under it. I'm so happy that Danny, as always, I always say, I'm so happy Danny said in her video that that's how she used this, because I did not like it as an eyeliner color, and then in my waterline where I tend to put colored eyeliners, it just felt too much. So I'm so happy with using it the way I use it, and to be honest, I might miss it when I use it up just a little bit, because it does help the shimmers that just need that extra help, and I don't like primers that much, so I don't know. We'll see if I maybe repurchase this one. I feel like this might actually be an eyeliner repurchase, which is kind of like rare for me. We'll see. Next, for another eyeliner, for Rocky Horror Picture Show, I have the Jordana Black eyeliner. So this is what it looks like. It's still massive. Since the last update, I used it 8 times. Not the best, not the worst. I have noticed I am reaching for this liner over my other colored liners for my waterline. I've been trying to tight line with this when I remember. Keyword, when I remember. But it's pretty much rotates with the other eye pencils as my waterline shade. Like with my other eye pencils, I'm panning. Next, for Saturday morning pans, I have the Tom & Jerry Etude House eyeshadow in Best Friends. My goal with this is to use it 22 times. Since the last update, I used it 4. I do notice when I need a neutral look, or when I'm craving a neutral look, I do reach for this. Sometimes even with fun looks, I'll use this as the inner corner highlight. It has 10 more uses left to go. I'm not like, I could like speed run this product and get it out, but I'm just vibing with it. So if it's gone next month, whatever. If it's gone in March, fine. Like I'm just letting myself use it when I want to use it, pretty much, because so far this has been like one of the easiest usage goals for me. Like, I'm just having fun using it, and I like the formula. Next, for the skin is in. The skin might be out soon. So this is the Formula 10 1D face wash. It looks nasty because the formula is very liquidy, which I love the formula. I love it. The only complaint is that it's a little too liquidy. So like, it just sometimes sitting up like this, that, you know, gets dirty and then oozes out. So since the last update, I used this 9 times. I think I used it more, but I forgot to count it. Either way, my goal is to finish it. I think I only have like maybe a quarter of this left. It is very light. I think it might be done by the next update. If it's not, whatever, but I think it might be. And that will make me very happy because I was intimidated throwing this one into this project. So that would be great. And I know my skin needs all the help it can get right now, so that would be nice. I just realized I didn't talk about number 14. So we're going to go back to number 14 before we talk about the last 2 items so I don't forget. That was for Doomsday, right? Yeah, into the panning zone. I picked a product that would last through Doomsday. I am just going to hold up the palette. Deja Vu from the Androgyny palette. So since the last update, I didn't use it. Wasn't feeling that type of neutral. Was only feeling the best friend neutrals. Understandable. My goal is to hit pan on that shade. I am going to have to start wearing it more soon. I think with that shade, it would be best for me to use it as a lower lash line shade because it already has a dip from back in the day when I did like mixing on your eyeshadows. When Sophia Nygaard started that trend, I did like scrape it and the scrape is still obviously there, so I think I'm going to take a shader brush to it. And that's how we'll get pan. When will we get pan? Hopefully before the end of the project, but we'll see. Now the last 2 items. The last 2 boys. For the panning club, I picked the City Color Be Matte Blush in Blackberries. So, when I wear blush, I've been wearing double blush. Even today I'm wearing 2 blushes. This was one of like the blushes I was wearing every day and I just took it out recently. Like it's getting time out for like a week. Well, more like a week and a half now, but whatever. I've used it 9 times since the last update. My goal for this project is to finish it. I don't see that happening. I definitely want to hit pan though. I want to hit pan by the end of the project. I think I might switch my goal to hitting pan. We're going to state that here and now. I just want to hit pan on this. Yes, I would like to finish it, but my blushes need all the help they can get since I decided to buy like 8 last year. So, we're gonna switch to go right now with my little pen and just write, hit pan because, yeah, there's no way it's gonna happen. And, like, we need to, you know, 2021, good vibes, being realistic, ain't gonna happen. So, hit pan is way more realistic and hopefully could be done in, like, 2 or 3 months versus July, you know? Next, and the last one to talk about. Actually, wait. This is for the 4 seasons. I'm sorry. This is for the panning club. This is the lipstick in Sagittarius. Since the last update, I only used it once. I need to pick up the use on it. The scent is starting to dissipate. It no longer smells like sugar, aka cotton candy. So I need to start wearing this one. Leo's definitely my focus to get out next for liquid lips. But this one's following suit because, you know, it's starting to smell. It's starting. Once they start, they don't stop. For next month, I want Leo out of here. I want this to either have pan or like just be so close to pan. And I definitely want to keep up my goal on Matte Lynn and start using Tarte 1 as a brow bone shade so I can see some progress because that's what I need. I want more progress. I'm really happy that I'm starting to use pretty much everything in this project and like a lot, but I want to just amp it up a little bit more. I can do it. Oh, and I kind of want this to be done by next update, but if it takes another month, it's whatever because I use it pretty much every time I put on eyeshadow. So it's not a big deal, but yeah. I'm very excited that this project started seeing stuff roll out because I was getting a little scared that nothing was going to be rolled out and completed from this project. So I want to keep it up, keep it moving. But yeah, these are definitely like This project and 50 Shades of Pink are like my focus items. Like I tend to reach for the products that are in those projects over the new stuff I pulled in, which I mean, as it should be. So yeah, I gotta make some improvements. So yeah, that was it for this update. Not too shabby at all. I hope everyone's having an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this. And if you enjoy me or Project Pan videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and all that jazz. And peace out, Girl Scout.